fourth-round pick. It's Kalen Ballage. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
It's a gain of 5.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They run it with Ballage. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now Tua, able to find Shaheen, the tight end. He's at the 40. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Complete.
A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
9-yard gain.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll run here with Ballage. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Ballage. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Ballage with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Singletary, a 1st down and more. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Allen throwing complete to Brown, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. He's got them. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. So after the INT, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Devin Singletary with his 1st carry of the game. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
The tackle made by Eric Rowe.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the Dolphins' 15-yard line.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown.
Cole Richardson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. Point try drive forthcoming. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Bills 7, Dolphins 6.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Allen's throw is complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
3 yards attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
For Davius White on the coverage.
Now Balaj. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He's tackled at the
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Just like that.
From the gun, it's Allen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Allen on 1st and 10, escaping the pressure right. And he finds Beasley complete. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best.
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Intercepted.
He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
Toss play to Balaj. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Probably a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From midfield, here's Tua. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing.
There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary with touchdown number 20 on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Allen off the play fake. And Diggs has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
7-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. He's checking. Slam. Deuce. 552 right now.
On 1st down, Allen finding Knox there, complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
On play action, Allen going deep for Diggs. This is caught, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And that one obviously worked out, but it's one where you kind of hold your breath because he was sitting there waiting to take a hit as he threw that ball downfield.
And this is the NFL. You're going to be tested a lot as a guy throwing the football. Will you stand in there, take the hit, and deliver downfield? And when you do it consistently, your offensive line loves you. Your receivers love you. Everyone does their job to the utmost because they have that kind of confidence in you, and they know that you've shown some toughness, and that's really exhibited there.
But your body hates you.
No, your body's not real thrilled about the whole thing, but ice packs all around for the QB.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Balaj. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
He was brought down.
Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Allen now on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Operating from the gun, Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
First and 10 at the 20.
And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. They run here with Singletary. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Alert, alert, alert. Mike, dude. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line by Kyle Van Noy. Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Double dog. That's the way.
From the gun, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They'll run on first down. Singletary down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Devin Singletary.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Allen. And John Brown's got it, complete.
Allen's pass complete to John Brown. Brings up 3rd down.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Their own 7-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Preston Williams, 93 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run it down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
43-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On first down, Singletary. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeout?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum, filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
Let's go filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Being chased out left. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
On the delay, it's Balaj. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Kalen Balaj, the Miami ball carrier. He was brought down by Josh Norman. A 2-yard gain on the play.
The Dolphins on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Forced out to his left. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings
just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
They're able to convert on third down, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balaj with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. From the gun, it's Tua. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. Singletary to get the drive started. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They will run with Singletary. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's now second.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Allen. Rolling to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And that is incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. 10, 5, and oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 90 yards. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They come up in a 2 tight end look here. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
52 is the line. Check. Check 50, check 50. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
For Stephon Diggs. Incomplete. Byron Jones on the coverage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Allen. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. That one was intended for John Brown. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
On the coverage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check 52. 52, come on. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's go.
Allen going to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
You ain't going to burn me.
Today's final
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.